This might be our boldest rogue challenge yet, as it is Ezili versus the world in the one hero challenge, at least for the most part, where we're gonna see if a super buffed Ezili is enough to beat all 4 stages of the campaign. Our best skin is the base skin. Spirit of Adventure Rare gives us 10% attack speed, and the Hero XP end of round you could ignore because the other artifacts I pick negates that buff, as One Monkey Army counts as every category, and Battlefield Commission, which changes the XP gain to per pop. The reason why I think this is going to be tough is because Ezili is not built for soloing. She can surely do a lot of mob damage and thus boss damage, but in terms of defending the oncoming Bloons coming in, large group stuff, notably purples, will be a big issue for her. So that's why, for the first time, I'm going to take a really long path for stage 1, just to make damn sure I have enough power to get her off the ground. The only thing we can do at the opening campfire is to recruit a monkey, and the best thing for support is only an Arctic Wind. Not great, and neither is this very first encounter and performance, just literally 5 rounds, but Ezili cannot handle them. We need all of those 450 lives if you want to just make it through the simplest of encounters, but hopefully with enough attack speed, it'll be easier later. Our first chest, the best option, is the Alchemist artifact, which is honestly good. Getting top path Alka is basically extra attack speed, not to mention the potions do damage as well. While One Monkey Army negates all on-hit damage, the damage or atomic effects still work. And that allows us to beat the third encounter with 100 lives to spare. Honestly, may not have even made it out without Alk. Chest 2 gives us slow and steady common, which sounds good, but remember how important attack speed is. So instead I opted for Cornered Beast, which apparently the beasts are counted as sub-towers, so technically it still does damage with the One Monkey Army artifact. So I can use that to bail me out. Chest 3 is a common versus 2 rares, but the common is a direct buff, so I had to take it. And then I upgraded it at the campfire to rare. And now for an endurance race, which I have no idea if I'm gonna even be able to get the bronze there, but worth a try, and I'll take my time. And don't forget, I guess I could cheese this tile with the Beast Handler. Even though that may be a little bit lame, I know the Velociraptor eats balloons easily. Pun sort of intended there. I still have to put the Velociraptor at the back though, just because Ezili needs to pop balloons to level up, so you can't have Beast Handler skilling everything before it gets in range of Ezili. Update, if 2 more rounds end, I can get my second Beast Handler, which would allow me to send a little bit more rounds, because this right now with 1 V-Raptor is incredibly scary. Draw my Arctic Wind now if I need to. And yep, I'm leaking too much here. 199? Yeah, I can't wait. Still 1 more round to go, but who knows how long that 1 round will take. Basically, we have to beat all the Bloons rounds to unlock that. And I'm still waiting. Just 12 rounds have been sent out. Not even a 5th to our goal yet. This is ugly, and oh crap. Reds, 14 lives. For all of the Camel Reds, the Beast Handler can't hit those, so that was a bit of an issue. But now, we got more V-Raptor power, and that should help big. And also Cold Snap. Let's see if we can pull off the 1 life clutch. Nope. It's a Camo Whites that killed us, which the ice couldn't freeze, and I guess Ezili was busy hitting other Bloons. Unlucky, but that's the way she goes sometimes. So much for taking the long path, because so far I got Jack Diddly Squat. Yeah, this is really bad. Our first merchant is just 5% range. Not what you want to see. It goes from bad to worse. 3 comments that don't help, but I'll get pin cushion just for the pin. Nothing good at the campfire either, so just upgrade the Beast Handler. This is one of those runs where it's so early, you might as well just restart at this point, but I'll see it through. There is still 1 more merchant at the end of the stage, so we gotta at least see that before we can truly say to throw in the towel. Getting 9 kills here would be a good start. Let's do 15% more damage here. What we need is level 6 Ezili as soon as we can. We get a couple $100 every kill. Hopefully we get that before she's out of range. Got it now. And okay, this is definitely gonna be more than enough. My only issue is that the range is pretty tiny, so let's look for stuff that ideally gives range, like this. Inspiration. Again, I don't know how much it really matters though, because like the rare is 24. I think Lotus Island is just too awkward of a map to have to keep buying and selling Ezili again. So I think I'll just accept that the most I can get here is a common. Yeah. Even though Ezili, like if Ezili had the ability to damage way more often, 24 would be easy, but we're lacking so many stats, including range. Just end me. There's nothing good here either, other than Ceramic Chunker, which I know there's Dread Bloon, but still. I need better stuff for the encounters more than the bosses. I'm begging you to please have something. Please, I've got 24 tokens. Okay, it looks like I do have stat bonuses, so that's good. So, 16% damage, 40% range, and Ezili doesn't use projectiles, so that's good. And I said I skipped this earlier, but I don't know, I think I need boss damage. Losing the attack speed will suck, but hopefully we weather the storm in a future stage. Definitely one of the worst hauls of artifacts on stage 1 that I recall, and again, I had like twice the amount of opportunities to pick up stuff. The map is thankfully easy. And take a gander at my current stats heading into the boss damage, speed, cooldown reduction, range, and boss damage. I said speed is the most important, but seems like we're lacking in that, like, a lot. Before everyone mentions it, technically speed on Ezili is not as great because Ezili has a lot of damage from her damage over time from her main attack, so I think damage does apply to damage over time too, like if you double damage. DOT will do 2 damage instead of 1, but correct me if I'm wrong about that. All that to say is that for encounters, speed is better for reliability, but for bosses, having a lot of damage is good. Let's send in Dread Bloon now, and take a look at just with level 6. Each shot of Ezili does like 60 damage. Now, I probably should just put Ezili on first to catch the Bloons here, because we need to pop Bloons to gain XP on her, so she can eventually do more damage to Moab, so I guess I'll do a mix of first and strong. One big issue I still have is camo detection. I don't have anything that decamos except from Ezili level 9, I believe, but we obviously don't have Ezili level 9 right now. I'll manually buy that level, but right now, I kind of need my V-Raptor to decamo some stuff here. The only thing I can do, really, especially for round 12, is just use Totem so that it gets temporary red. In a way, I actually also don't even want to go to the military layer, because that means I have to deal with Rock Bloons, and with the Ezili's main attack being, like, stretched thin, I think that might just cause more problems than I would end up solving until I get, again, more attack speed. Whoops. We did do too much damage. Well. I do have a decam, but I'm looking for attack speed. Or damage? I don't know. Frick it. I don't want to wait too long. But I'm low-key kind of scared about this right now. I guess we can put Ezili on strong. I'm not worried about not having enough damage for Ceramics, of course, but look how many shots we're wasting on it. I guess it's not a big deal since Ezili's attack is AoE. So we actually are doing just fine, but now I can't even do any damage to Dread Bloon unless I put it on last targeting. When I said Ezili versus the world, I guess I literally meant it. Yep, leaking more camos here. Okay, maybe now I regret skipping that ninja. What good is 15% damage if I can't pop purples for crying out loud, or camos? We'll use Hex to our advantage, so we don't have to tap the mobs at all. Just keep on letting Ezili tap that Dread Bloon. For now, 100 damage per tick. Second skull. Please decamo. Oh, perfect. There's my monkey sub. I'll gladly take that. But man, this really sucks. Compared to normal one monkey army runs, on round 18, you would definitely have your main hero to be much higher than just level 11, but that's how it goes when she can barely keep up with all those other Bloons. Oh, one thing I also noticed is that Hex makes your level up slower, because by deleting all the Bloon insides, now that means Ezili doesn't, like, gain XP from those pops. It's just from the top layer, because I watched the F mob, I gained 0 XP from popping it. So note to self, I guess don't use Hex until we get level 20 Ezili. Also, what the hell? Did anyone see my Submerge support sub didn't even work on the purples. Do I need this? Yeah, you gotta be kidding me. I didn't realize that One Monkey Army deleted the effects of, like, that as well. This is so stupid. Okay. I got saved this time because I upgraded my Gerfalcon to Horned Owl. That saved us. Good God, what a disgusting start to the game so far. Not liking this, at least in terms of our hopes of beating all 4 tiers. Hopefully, you guys aren't disappointed if I do inevitably fail this. Perhaps that adds suspense, that not every single one-hero run will always end in a victory. Although I would love to. I would love to be able to pull this off. Like hell, the Essence doesn't help us either. I've had stuff like Vortex or something, then at least Ezili gets more utility, but yeah, what a rough stage. 1 hour to complete. Great news is that we start with a Legendary Campfire, so maybe there's hope. Against Elite Vortex, not too shabby. The biggest issue is that there's not really any amazing artifact that I can turn from common or rare to legendary. I think the best one is ultimately either quickening from 11 to 18 or damage from 16 to 30. I think I just gotta take 30 because it's a common rather than upgrading a rare, so a bit more efficient that way, I guess. Our garbage luck continues with 0 stat bonuses. I will get corrosive torpedoes though. I believe sub, applying glue. Glue still works because it's not on hit. So we have a little bit more utility where that came from. And also we're going up because there are 2 sparklings right up. And perhaps we can pick up more than a common from this Dreadbloon mini-boss, depending on the map. Yeah, okay, you're good. This is a good map. Reminder, 27 is the goal. We're only going to drop our B-Sander when I think I'm getting overwhelmed by either rocks or the balloons coming in. And it seems like the time is already in now, okay. Just one then. Oh, okay, I see the issue. When I played the Bloonarius, I had level 6 Ezili already unlocked. And that made her do damage, obviously, a lot faster. Right now, though, because this is earlier in the stage, the starting round is lower, and so Ezili starts with less XP, and that's why we're not even at the common yet. So I might not actually get 27, sadly, because I need a lot more money here. Yeah, this is really, really bad. We got it now, but it's probably too late, considering there's only 2 more points in the track where Ezili can damage Dreadbloon again. Can Ezili do it? Nope. Not even close, as I expected. Whatever, and knowing the luck this run, it's just gonna be 3 garbage comments anyway. And 3 garbage rares if I did get that high. Is that right? Yeah, I told you. Pure damage would be really good right now, but again, when your hero is super unreliable, you can't take it, especially when the abilities are so important for her to hit purple. So yeah, there's literally nothing I can do about this luck than laugh right now. Alright, here's Legendary 1 of 2. I freaking told you. Now, there is at least, like, a stat bonus. It's just, like, more range when I already got plus 40 from another artifact. I mean, sure, but Jesus. Pierce is far from the issue. A village would be good here. But that didn't happen either, so let's just enhance another range artifact, I guess. There's literally no more stat bonuses either to boost at the shop. That's crazy. Trust me, it can get worse. Right? Yup, what did I tell ya? None of these affect Ezili at all. I guess it's just Void Darts, and I'm actually not sure if the 9 damage is nullified by 1 Monkey Army, but I guess I could test with the Monkey Ace. Can confirm Slow Darts does not work with 1 Monkey Army. Effing lovely. Spillway's probably going to be held with the lack of stats, so I'll just aim for the 7.5 minute bronze goal. And I think the only way to have a Beast Handler reach the middle, which would be ideal, is to give an Arctic Wind platform, and then do something like, I guess, that. But okay, taking our time here, which involves not sending more than 2 rounds at once. I wonder why NK hasn't added Camel priority for heroes too, because I would love that. I need Ezili to target the Camel Reds rather than the Cerams, so that, yeah, we don't leak those. That would be nice. I also got a Ninja from an artifact earlier, but it's not even the right one. The counter espionage is what I needed so that I could, decamo. At least I think it works. If it's the same thing as a sub, then F me. I need a village then. Okay, with all these camos coming in, yep. Camo whites killed me last time, so I'm gonna use the totem for this round. And great news, it appears that not setting a lot of rounds out has paid off. Only 4 rounds to go and still lots of time to spare. Another totem. Oh wait, I'm an idiot. Totem doesn't even work. Am I dead here? Oh my god, totem is not in range of the beast handler. I'm gonna end it. And now finally, all 24 rounds are sent. Do I care about Ezili gaining XP, or do I just want to survive? We'll just survive, so hex the BFB there. Make sure there's no random camos leaking, and yeah, I don't think Ezili will ever be good at races. And finally, never thought I'd see the day where I get a stat bonus. I'll gladly take the 12% attack speed that I need. Campfire, we can now upgrade Zig Then Zeg to rare, so that balances out the fact that I didn't get a rare in the race. And finally, the tides are changing with this end stage merchant. Check these 3 out. 26% attack speed, 16% damage, 8% attack speed ability cooldown. That's more like it. And that now pushes our stats to look a little bit more respectable. Close to 2x the normal attack speed now, but remember, starter round is still lower than that. And 9x boss damage, so I think we should have certainly more than enough. It's just the map now. Okay, tough but manageable. Now, isn't it great that Ezili has a lot of range, so we shouldn't really have to worry about the stun from this distance. Oh crap, the slipstream is going to absolutely brutalize me. Because balloons coming from that side have such insane speed that I don't know how I catch this. Should I save money for Arctic Wind? Or what? I mean, Arctic Wind still only slows by 30%. I don't think 30 is really gonna help much, eh? I don't know. Use a totem now. I think the natural balloons are probably gonna kill me, though. I don't know. I guess I could do a pin ace. Did I get rid of the artifact? Just checking real quick. Did I exchange that? I think I just exchanged it at the shop. Oh, end me. Just end me. Come on. Anything but a multi-lane map. And we've got a mob coming in. Does it at least slow down after it passes Dread Balloon? Or passes Vortex? I think it did. Anyway, if we could hit 1 skull now, that would be great. What did I just leak to? I don't know, but that was not good. Finally. Can we get some attack speed? Or I guess damage. Damage is not the worst thing. Just because we still may not have enough DPS for Vortex. We also just need 2 more rounds before we get a better V-Raptor, so maybe that can catch some stuffs. Oh, actually, I know. Doesn't this apply glue? Glue? Oh no, not with One Monkey Army. Oh, and me too. If it does 0 damage, it won't apply glue. God. Something as I don't know that they don't interact with each other. This could be close to a stun, but good. We avoided it. We kind of need damage. Or actually, wait, no, I need Ninja Monkey. Again, camos. I think camos could be an issue. I don't want to rely on waiting for a totem to be up. I want to use one now, just so I can squeeze in some more damage in, and then a 3-2-0 over on this side to decamo would be good. Now, if this gets too close, it's over. Come on, Ezili, do enough damage. I think it's gonna get stunned. If she gets stunned, it's GG. Strong? Yeah. F. Okay, I think I don't mind losing 1 life here. Just to regroup and maybe do more damage. Technically, I'm alive, but it's just gonna keep getting stunned, so no. Okay, still 4 lives. Alright, change of plan. Screw the ninja. We just went for more damage on Skull 2. We just need to give enough DPS on Ezili that just having her constantly attack will keep Vortex at negative speed. Guess with that said, having all that extra range really did pay off dividends in the end. I got stunned here last time, but with this, should hold off for just a little bit longer. Still not good though. Not good. 7% attack speed. Next skull. I don't have a lot of money, so I'm not gonna reroll too much. I think I'll just do another 7% quickening. Come on, hold the fort. 29 lives. Oh god. The further the round creeps up, the scarier it gets, because Ezili's still only at level 12, or rather level 11 even. Totem? No. Calming quickening, 7%. Hold, I'm down to 19 lives now. That's not a very comfortable amount to be at. That actually means I'm only allowed one more totem. And that's important because then if I can't use totem, then I can't give camo to this. So that means I need to save Heartstopper for any of those camo purples. Hopefully, we just speedrun the rest of the damage. Come on. 13k to go. Just leaving Ezili in first to catch any stragglers. And if we do that, we're golden. We're also just one round away from getting another Beast Handler so that we can get max 24 out of 24 Beasts. And I'll save my totem just in case. Alright, and Monkey Boost to finish it off. Well, that was scary. If not for the stroke of luck at the very last merchant, we pretty much would have been screwed here, I'm sure. Again, I would hardly even call it a stroke of luck because we were hella unlucky in the first place to even be in such a bad position. But there we go. 9 life clutch. Gone through all of that, and yet we are still only halfway through the campaign, let me remind you. We are so cooked if the game gives us, like, an advanced or extra map for the final stage. So hopefully this is the turning point for our luck. Stage 3 appears to be Phase, which is not good. Not good. Phase is one of the tougher end stage bosses, so this could be tricky. Right, on count means our Velociraptor doesn't work, so that sucks. Now, what doesn't suck is I got a village, but it's primary training, which I guess does apply to Ezili, so, I mean, yeah, more range is fine, and attack speed. Remember, 18% attack speed on jungle jumps is big. Decided to take the right route, where we have a least catch minigame first of this run, and this is probably the best case scenario for Ezili. Just her, Alk Buff, and Beast Handler is well under the gold limit, and yeah, these 10 rounds were actually really easy, so not much to say here. Other than, yes indeed, the luck is finally turning around. Greater prime precision for 30% more damage. Now we're back with the mini-boss Bloonarius on Cargo. Definitely doesn't sound easy, but if Ezili can get level 6 immediately, which he is, then I think the kills will go down really quickly. Let's get quickening here, and watch. 4 shots to do 1 skull. However, it does leave a bunch inside, so I guess I have to get a Beast Handler. Otherwise, we're good to go ham. I need a second Beast Handler for this side, actually. Just let Ezili focus strong. Granted, because she's not popping balloons, she's not really getting XP, but I think it takes too long for her to get a decently high enough level anyway. 15 now, but it's only unlikely I'll be able to get any higher. Ezili will only be scaling by the buffs I give it every 5 kills, but every 5 kills keeps getting longer and longer apart. Despite all that, it still genuinely looks like there might be a shot. 6 kills to go. I messed up my Beast Handler placement, so they end up hitting the wrong thing. Doesn't matter though, we're still a little bit short, so yeah. Kind of disappointing that we can't get free legendaries at stage 3. Because a lot of other heroes are able to do that at this point. Thankfully, it doesn't matter too much because these choices are pretty ass, but I think this is probably worth taking. Ability cooldowns being faster, even though a slower attack speed is worth it. For more reliability on either totem, aka camo, or purples, the Heartstopper. First chest, I guess a downdraft is pretty useful. And a very pedestrian 7.5% damage increase with Unspoken Heroes. Not the greatest merchant, but we can upgrade our absolute ability to rare, and make sure to put Ezili on close for 20% or more attack speed with this artifact. Legendary Encounter gives tit for tat legendary 66% attack speed. Now that's really good. Next campfire gives us a recruit of a 140 Monkey Village, which is really expensive, but I decided I think this is going to be really helpful for the final boss. Like, if it's a hard boss, then this is basically a free 50% attack speed boost plus camo, because you have a lot of money to start off with, like, in final bosses, so that 18k is no problem there. Wow, this end stage merchant was so good, I gotta dump my Essence of Dread for it. Overwhelming Synergy for 56% attack speed, BB Gatling for 33. If you've been keeping track, yes, we collected a lot of attack speed this stage. So much so that this is what our stats look like now. We've got attack speed ahead of damage, which is what I want to see. And with increased cooldown too, I think we can handle Elite Phase, as long as the map isn't too brutal. We definitely caught a break here. You really could not have asked for a better draw, so I guess we'll skip the primary training. and go straight for this guy, and I still have a lot of money remaining. That's why, again, I believed I was fine. Stronger Stimmy, and now this Beast Handler can see camo. Awesome. Set it in the back, buy Jungle Drums, and that's all. Set it to strong. Hopefully Ezili can get more than level 7. Alright, I forgot. I gotta set her on close. That 7x that you saw there is the stipulation if Ezili is on close. Don't forget, too, that at the start of a round, I still have that artifact that makes Monkey shoot a little bit slower, so it's closer to like 5x. But if it's not the start of the round, then it's gonna go hard. Anyway, how about we start going hard? Called Arms, Totem for even more attack speed, and this is what a probably, I don't know, 10x attack speed Ezili looks like. Probably more than that. Even despite that, it kind of still looks like it's tickling phase. If this was like Muddy Puddles, then we probably would be dead at the spot. But again, boy, are we lucky that this map is 10 times that length. Here comes the first jump, pretty big jump, so more damage. Called Arms again. Now, where the portal is kind of bad, because that means close isn't technically targeting phase all the time. I think we're gonna have to do some close into strong whenever I feel like there's a balloon in the way, or rather, close is not hitting phase. But for now, again, it's Park Path, so it's not really going to be much of a challenge. Just you look, and after a few more balloons here, we will have gotten level 20, which doesn't actually even do anything. Again, Hex is useless, except for leaving no balloon inside, which I think I'll do, because that means less balloons in the way. So, more likelihood that Ezili's attack will target phase, and phase only. 11% attack speed. One more jump, and thank God that phase ended up being this stage and on an easy map, because if like, this run ended because of stage 4 phase, well, to put it simply, that would be really sad. That's the way RNG goes sometimes, though. GG. How nice of them also to give a legendary campfire at the very first. Okay, Blast Populus is immune. Ezili can't hit it, but it's a good thing we're on stage 4 then, because Heartstopper will put an end to all of that. The best buff I see here is Squadron from 26% attack speed to 56, just like that magic one. Merchant, we're gonna dump our Essence of Vortex for more damage. Discord here. Discord is love, Discord is life, and 8% attack speed. And ability going out with a classic quickening. Nothing good here, so just a useless rare. Now let me just give you a glimpse of the ordinary rounds, as this is the very last account before the final boss. Ezili at level 20 is basically wiping BFBs from existence, even without the help of Hex. And just a simple Heartstopper, pretty much has full uptime. You can use it again after it times out, and survive that line of purples just fine. And that FBFB just vaporized. The final chest is awesome, 15% more damage, who doesn't like that? And sadly, no more attack speed at the last merchant, however, we can do a heroic edge for swords, which I guess is extra damage, 1 damage, but it's something at the end. And now, final stats, 11x the damage, 10x the attack speed. We're talking about an Ezili that's 100 times stronger than when we started with. Map? Okay. Oh look, it's the anti-Dark Path. Not too concerned about this one. We can give some pretty massive range buffs, and we don't really need Heartstopper anymore because we got a Mib on Ezili. Nice. Waste no more time. Let's bring it on. 209k HP, which is actually less than Phase, because Phase is 122k. Didn't count the shield layer. Not to mention, Blast Populus moves much, much slower, so this shouldn't, again, be an issue. Let's see how much DPS we're getting against Blast right now. About 1,000 or so, which is going to be more than enough given how slow it is. Not to mention, we're going to be rapidly increasing levels too, in the meantime. Sadly, we're probably going to have perma abilities, like, stuck. I was able to get 1 Called Arms off, but probably not too many more after that, right? Yeah, they end up getting stuck. 2 skulls from now, I think I'm going to hit max heat as well. And those abilities are going to be a full reset. There's level 20 Ezili. Note that I'm not even clicking the between skull buffs, because I don't need it. And in just 30 seconds from now, we'll have done it. One of the tougher bosses or heroes to do a 1 monkey army run with. I guess harder would be, Benjamin's actually pretty easy. I'm just saving him for last because, yeah, it's too easy, of course. Silas is also probably a very difficult one, for obvious reasons. But aside from those two, yeah. Any hero will be really strong once you buff it to the max, but getting to that point was definitely the toughest part, as you saw in this run. After we got through that hump, anything is possible with a 100x Ezili. GG. Hope you enjoyed that run. If you want to see a run similar to this, then go ahead and click on a video like this over here if you missed it. Otherwise, if you watched that one, then there's also a giant rogue playlist where surely you haven't watched every single one. If so, then much appreciated. Anyway, stay tuned for more.